Hey guys, it's Kassan, and today I'm making this video to help you get started with bit mining. So whether you've already got some Bitcoin or this is your first time with Bitcoin, we're going to go through all the steps that you need to take to start making money with your Bitcoin today. So I'm going to flip you guys around. We're going to go through a quick presentation that's going to outline everything that you need to do right now to start making money. So mining Bitcoin and how we're going to get started. So when you first buy your Bitcoin, there's a few different options for making money with Bitcoin. You can start trading it. You can start accepting it in your Shopify store. You can start accepting it in your own local business. You can encourage local businesses in your community to start accepting Bitcoin. But the way that we're going to talk about today is bit mining. That means we're going to go right to the source of Bitcoin and start mining the commodity. So only about 1% of people are getting their Bitcoin from the source. And Bitcoin mining allows you to accumulate the Bitcoin you originally purchased legitimately by investing in the asset that actually generates the Bitcoin mining hardware. So the actual piece of hardware that will generate more Bitcoin. So Bitcoin mining is going to generate a passive cash flow on a one-time investment. So the company that I'm working with is Bitclub, and the way that works is it is a network of people who are all investing in the hardware that mines Bitcoin to maximize our hash power and to be mining more Bitcoin more efficiently and processing more transactions every day. And every time a new person gets involved, like yourself, the whole company is in a better position to mine more and more efficiently. So what happens when you invest in shares? Every share with Bitclub is $500. And when you pay your $500, it is sent, as of right now, to Northern Canada. The first facility we had was in Iceland, and it is now completely full. So we have a new center that is in Northern Canada. Each share you purchase is going towards buying a piece of hardware. Now with bit mining, you can obviously mine it from home. You can buy the hardware and do it in your house, but you're going to have a much more limited amount of power to process transactions. You're going to have to maintain the equipment. And when you're not buying it in bulk, the price of the hardware is going to go up. So when you buy with a network like Bitclub, you're paying a lower price for each piece of hardware. It's being maintained, and you're also maximizing on things like bulk power, bulk maintenance, and increased hash power for processing transactions. So when you buy your piece of equipment, basically what's going to happen is that piece of equipment is going to mine Bitcoin for 1,000 days. So in 1,000 days, that's how long the hardware will last. Like any piece of technology that you have, your iPhone, your computer, whatever it is, it's going to wear out and you're going to need to purchase new equipment. So it is yours and you own it until it stops working, which is 1,000 days. So the entire time that you're mining, all of the dividends that you're being paid out are going to, a portion of them are going to go back into buying you more equipment. So when your 1,000 days is up, you've already purchased more equipment and new shares in the company. So your one-time investment is going to continue perpetuating itself long after the 1,000 days that you originally purchased. So the data center, like I just went over, you're going to plug in. It's going to become a big supercomputer that's going to process the transactions. And we, as the bit miners who have purchased the hardware, are going to be rewarded with for every transaction that's processed and for every new Bitcoin that's mined and paid out equally in accordance with the shares that we've purchased. And like I also said before, that a portion of those dividends that you're paid out will always be going back into buying you new equipment. I'll explain a little more later on that, but there's different pools you can go into which determine how much you're taking out every day and how much is going back in. We can talk about that later. So basically, this is how you're going to generate Bitcoin through mining. It's going to be happening 24/7, and it's going to provide you with a passive income that will allow you to have the lifestyle that you want. So you're going to be traveling and spending more time with your family, and investing in yourself with this passive income. And you don't have to do anything. There is no recruiting that is necessary to make money. You are investing in the asset that produces Bitcoin. And so you're going to be making Bitcoin every single day, regardless of what you do once you make that initial investment. So I have this graph here. This is the hash rate distribution. So basically, this is going to show you all the different pools that are mining Bitcoin. So as you can see that right now we are the little turquoise one here. So we are a network. These bigger ones here, those are all large mining companies. This is the only one that's allowing people to come in with small shares, small increments, and put small assets together to maximize hash distribution. And Bitclub is on its way to becoming the third biggest miner of Bitcoin as our shares are blowing up. We are selling out every day. If you have been following Bitclub at all, you know that recently we had to start putting caps on. We had first a daily cap, and now we've switched over to an hourly cap to make it more accessible to people across different time zones. But it's selling out constantly. We're constantly buying more machinery. Another really cool thing about Bitclub as a company, while they obviously could just keep selling and selling and selling, they put these caps on to make sure that they're not selling more than they can feasibly produce and make sure people are getting their equipment and getting dividends in a timely manner, so not overextending themselves. And as the company's growing so quickly, they've taken a lot of really important steps to making sure that the company is expanding in all the ways it needs to, in staffing and resources, in order to make sure that everything is running smoothly. So once you buy your equipment, it's going to mine for 1,000 days. The mining pools are very similar to how other mining pools are run, except that when you purchase your mining hardware in the form of shares, you're paid out over the course of your 1,000 days. So unlike most mining pools that just sell hashing power and then pay you on the power as it diminishes, we allow you to earn on the overall growth of the pool and offer ways for you to increase your shares constantly. So whatever you earn from your pool is credited to your account daily, and then a percentage is put into repurchasing additional shares. You can easily control how much you want to use for repurchasing, and the most you use, the more you use, the larger your shares become. So each pool has its own minimum requirement, and you can change this as often as you like. So this is kind of what you will see when you go into the Bitclub store to buy your initial investment. You're going to be making about 3 to 5% ROI for any share. People who invest in all three of the shares, that's a $3,500 founder's position, will see an average return of about 13.81 Bitcoin every month. You also do have an opportunity to get rewarded for crowdfunding with Bitcoin. There are so many ways that you are going to benefit from encouraging friends, family, etc. to join in with Bitclub. Not only are you offering them an amazing opportunity to be a part of this, you're going to also be making commissions. And also, the more people that we have involved in this network of bit mining, the more successful we're all going to be as we have more hardware, processing more transactions every day. So for the first 3 mining pools you bring in, it's a 5% commission. The next 3 is 6% commission. The next 3 are 7% commission. And then from the 7th on, you're going to receive an 8% commission. And you will also be obviously, that does not include the percentage of reinvestments from the ROI of mining equipment that people bring in. So every time you bring someone new in and they bring more people in, you're going to have different cycles. You have you're going to have a binary system of teams. So when you bring people in, you put them under you, either on your left or your right, And basically, as people are doing their mining, a small percentage of what is reinvested will go to you. And there's also bonuses. So basically, for every person who buys in a certain pool, there's a different number of credits credited to you. Every 15 credits is a cycle. And then there's a $200 bonus for every cycle that's processed. For every $500 share sold in your binary tree, you get 3 credits. 1,000 is 6 credits. 2,000 is 12 credits. 5,000 GPU shares are 30 credits. So there's so many opportunities to be accumulating Bitcoin with Bitclub that are just going to benefit you and perpetuate the shares that you originally purchased with your one-time investment. Please note that spreading the word about Bitclub is not necessary to make Bitcoin. It is not the main thing that we're doing here. With Bitclub, you are investing in mining. That is the primary thing you're doing. Bitclub has this opportunity to spread the word because obviously we want Bitcoin to continue growing in popularity, usage, and we want to increase our hash power for everyone that's involved. And we also want to provide this opportunity for people in our communities, but it is not necessary. And if you do not want to recruit, you are still going to be making money with your Bitclub investment. You will still be producing Bitcoin every single day. If you want to learn a little bit more about this, check out this link here at the bottom. newwealth.tech goes through some of the basically charts how much money you can and people have been making with Bitclub without doing any recruiting. It's completely unnecessary. So how do you go about buying a mining pool share? So with Bitclub, you can only spend Bitcoin. So the first thing you're going to want to do, if you haven't already, you need to get a Bit wallet. There's a few different options. Personally, I use blockchain, which I love. I've had no issues with. It's very reputable, but different wallets work better in different countries. You can find out with a quick Google search what people are having the most success with in your home country. And yeah, but pretty much any Bit wallet will work. They're all free to download. You download your Bit wallet, and then you're going to need to purchase some Bitcoin. So you can either do that through a broker or an online exchange. Personally, I use CoinMama. If you're going to use an online exchange, it's usually under 5,000. So if you're going to do it in small increments, I recommend an online exchange. If you're going to try and do more than 5,000 in one shot, I recommend using a broker. If you need a recommendation, shoot me a personal message and I can give you one. But if you're going to start with something small, most online exchanges will issue a credit card. It's super easy. You plug in your information. They're going to want to do some identity verification. So you will have to upload some personal documents. So make sure you're using a reputable coin exchange. Once again, CoinMama is what I use. I know they're reputable. I've uploaded all my personal documents onto that website and had no issues. So, things to think about, but you're more than welcome to use any exchange that works for you. So once you've purchased your Bitcoin, you're going to buy in with a $99 membership. It's a one-time fee to get in, set up your profile, and then you're going to buy your mining pool shares because that's how you're going to start making Bitcoin. So like I showed you up top, we had the 3 different mining pools, the 500, 1,000, and 2,000, and then the $3,500 founder's position. I recommend the founder's position, obviously. There's a lot of benefits to just buying in as a founder, including bonus club coin and a lot of opportunities to invest in new and upcoming cryptocurrencies. As well, you're just going to see the highest returns. So, going to get your Bitcoin wallet set up. You're going to purchase your mining pool. Side note, if you are a US citizen, you will need a VPN to create your Bitclub account. If you are having any trouble doing this, there's a ton of YouTube videos on how to get started with this, or you can send me a message and I can also send you some links to help you get sorted out with a VPN. Then we're going to roll with Bitclub. You're going to verify your email address, get your $99 enrollment fee set up, and then purchase your mining pool.